Hello investors and traders, and welcome to the weekly market report with the market guys. I'm AJ Monty. This is a one-year daily candle chart of the Russell 2000 index, ticker symbol RUT, and I've left my lines on the chart from last week's report so you can see just how well resistance held for the Russell 2000. This horizontal line here is what I drew as the resistance, which basically connected these recent tops, and I did think we would drop a little bit at the beginning of the week, which we did. You can see my line here showing a down market, but then Thursday and Friday we rallied back up to retest that line. Now as I zoom into the Russell 2000, you'll see that there's a very small shadow on top of that candle, which tells us that we closed very close to the high of the day. Now the Russell 2000, at least in this chart, does not track volume, so the other charts, when I show them to you, I'd like to point out the volume so you can see the significance of what increased and decreased volume means with regard to forecasting the next move. Now as we look at the spiders, that's ticker symbol SPY, you'll see that the market gapped up today with a spinning top, almost a doji, very close to the secondary resistance right here that is taken from the highs back in late August. Now this was the line that we were keeping an eye on for the spiders, which was resistance. And although we had a bearish engulfing pattern on Wednesday, we gapped up on the 23rd, which is Friday the 23rd, and so far these two patterns, green candle, gap up, doji slash spinning top, if on Monday we come down to fill this gap, that is a 3-day pattern known as an evening star, which is very bearish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my line on what I think could very well happen, because if you look at the gap up today, it was on lower volume. This would be a whole different story if we gapped up on higher volume, because that would suggest a possible breakout or a move to break out of this secondary resistance. So I'm going to draw that line, expecting a pullback next week with an evening star to show that reversal pattern and complete the 3-day candle pattern. Now if we look at the Qs, QQQ, you'll see a very similar pattern in that we gapped up again, holding right at resistance right there from the high on August 4th. I draw that all the way across, and this too was a gap up, although this was higher volume. I think the fact that we wound up right at resistance tells us that we could possibly pull back next week on the Qs. Looking at the diamonds, well, the diamonds had us fooled this week, and if you look at ticker symbol DIA, although we stopped very close to resistance up here, I thought for sure we would be going lower on the diamonds because the volume was decreasing. In fact, we went a little bit higher on economic news, and in fact on lower volume today as we formed that spinning top pattern at resistance. So here's my forecast for next week. I'm going to leave that in place. Now finally, the VIX, VIX. This one broke down below support and is now very close. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a horizontal line here showing the price level. These are 3-year lows right here on the VIX. So we're approaching a major support level for the VIX. If you're following the VIX, it's a major leading indicator. That's contrarian indicator, by the way, to the S&P. So if we're expecting a bounce in the VIX, and I would say a bounce right back up to this roll reversal right here, if we see the bounce and the VIX starts to go higher, this is my forecast, then the S&P is expected to go lower. So whenever the VIX is on a major support level, I stop all buying action. I raise my stops. I even look for bearish strategies to make money on the way down, and then I sit tight and continue to monitor the VIX. So this is a very important leading indicator that I believe everyone should have on their watch list. Between the VIX and between your watching volume very closely, the markets become very predictable as we look to forecast the price action. If you'd like to learn more about some of the things I've just mentioned, go to themarketguys.com, click on the video tab right there, and you'll see that there's a library of very short videos called Market Shots, and you can go right there and learn as much as you want. Watch those videos as many times as you want. There's a lot of good ideas, particularly the gap trading, role reversal. I talk about this almost every single week. There's some other topping patterns and strategies that you can use to profit in the market, or at the very least increase your knowledge on technical analysis so you could learn the signals for yourself and at least put the odds in your favor while investing or trading. So have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. So long.
For almost 3 decades, A.J. Monty has motivated audiences worldwide about creating personal wealth and winning in business. His time-tested risk management strategies focus on ideas that involve a keep it super simple approach, also known as the KISS principle. These concepts have been delivered to people in over 16 countries around the world, reaching audiences in the millions. A.J. is a best-selling author of 2 books, The Market Guy's 5 Points for Trading Success and Take Charge of Your Money Now, both of which have been featured on PBS Television, Fox Business News, ABC TV, as well as Sirius Money Radio. As a financial educator and consultant, he has worked with some of the most recognized names in the financial industry. Companies like Bank of America, Charles Schwab, E-Trade Financial, Scotiabank, and TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim. If you have ever been challenged with having to make a tough decision regarding when to buy or sell a stock, then help is on the way. The Options Oracle and Equity Oracle Alert services are designed to help you make those tough decisions. A.J. will not only help you find the best trade candidates, but he will also lay out the exit strategy for each position in an easy-to-understand format that anyone can follow.
Hi, my name is A.J. Monty, Chief Market Strategist for The Market Guys. For almost 30 years, I've traded stocks, options, futures, and even currencies. I've traveled the world teaching people just like you how to profit in the market using time-tested strategies that focus on risk management. You see, the secret to making money in the market depends on your ability to limit losses when you're wrong. In other words, if you want to make a lot of money in the market, don't lose a lot of money in the market. Now that may sound funny, but it's true. Most investors are challenged with 2 questions. The first question is, how do you find a good stock? Well, the best way to find the right stock starts with eliminating all of the stocks you would not invest in. This process of elimination is called stock screening. And our services help you overcome the odds so you're putting your money where the money is going. We're simply following the trends. The second question most people ask of me is, when is it time to sell? Well, if you don't have an answer to this question, then you might find yourself in a position where you're holding on to your stocks when things go against you. This is the worst thing you could possibly do because I believe this is no longer a buy and hold market. It has evolved into a buy and protect market. Holding on and hoping for things to get better is not a strategy. In fact, doing this will eventually lead you to a catastrophic loss, and you wouldn't want that. Our Trade Alert services help answer these 2 questions. Not only will I help you find the right trade candidate, but I'll also show you how to use the charts to manage risk. I don't use the charts to predict the future. I use them to protect the future. The charts tell me when it's time to get out as well as when it's time to get in. And that's what I'd like to teach you as well. We have 2 services, the Equity Oracle and the Options Oracle. The Equity Oracle is an alert service for traders who would like to trade only equities, whereas the Options Oracle is our premier alert service for both equity and option traders. Each alert is laid out in an easy-to-understand format that shows charts depicting entry and exit points. Risk management is our cornerstone of each service, so you don't have to struggle with the decision of when to get out or when a trade goes against you, when should I take my loss. The strategy is to use the KISS principle, keeping it super simple. As a bonus, you'll have access to a live Q&A session as well, each and every month. This is where you can submit a stock symbol, and I will analyze these stocks while we discuss the best trading strategies for each position. And it gets better. In addition to the alert service and the live monthly Q&A sessions, we're also developing a member page that will include instructional videos about how to get the most out of our service. Without question, this is the best trade alert service available on the market, and we look forward to having you as our newest subscriber. Simply click on the link below to subscribe. It's easy. Once again, I'm AJ Monty, Chief Market Strategist for the Market Guys. Thanks for watching.
Enrolling in this service is easy. Simply click on the link below to subscribe, and your weekly alert will be delivered right to your email box. And if you act now, we will include AJ's best-selling book, The Market Guy's 5 Points for Trading Success. This is a first-time offer that will get you on the road to success and keep you there. Remember, if you continue to do what you've always done, things will never change. Positive results will only come after you have taken the first step in the right direction. We look forward to having you as our newest member.